Hey guys, how y'all doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day today. I am great. I was just thinking today, it's been, I don't know what y'all been going through weather-wise, but it has been like really chilly for the last week or so. I mean, last week we even got some snow. I mean, here in Alabama, we got some snow. So I've been telling Dad, ever since the temperature dropped, that I was gonna make him some soup, okay? So I hadn't done that. So today I thought, you know what, let me go ahead on and throw this little soup together and get that going. Nothing special about my soup. It's very simple. It's very cheap. You know, it's a very cheap soup to make and to have. And let me turn this off over here. And I don't put like beef stew meat or anything like that in it. Dad likes his soup with scrambled up ground beef. Okay, so I got my ground beef over here browning, and everything that I got that I've been putting in my soup, this soup wasn't even $10. Okay, I just went to Kroger, got 2 bags of this here soup mixed vegetables here. The mixed vegetables, the frozen one, they're like $1 a bag. I got 2 bags of those. Okay, I already had some potatoes, so I cut up like 2 more extra potatoes to throw up in there because I like potatoes in my soup. So I did like 2 more potatoes, just cut them up, peel them, wash them off, dice them up, drop them in there. Got that done. And then I put 1 can of diced tomatoes, just any brand. This is Walmart brand, but a can of diced tomatoes I put off in there. I did my seasoning for my meat. I did seasoning salt. I put a little comets in there, some pork-a-reel, smoked pork-a-reel up in there, garlic sauce, onion sauce, okay? I'm gonna add some tomato paste, tomato sauce up in here to thicken that up a little bit, so I'm gonna add that. Let me go ahead and drain my meat over here because it is ready. I'm just gonna go ahead and drain that, get all that fat off of there. Now, if I was just making this soup for me, I wouldn't do the ground beef. I would just do vegetable soup. No ground beef, nothing extra or anything like that. So I'm just gonna sit that right there, let that drain off in there, and then I'm gonna end up putting it over here in my soup, okay? So with the vegetables, you know, they're frozen, they're not canned. So they've been cooking probably about 20-25 minutes cooking. Normally when I make vegetable soup, I use chicken broth, but I didn't have any chicken broth, so I just basically put some water in there, put all some seasons. I put the same seasoning here in the soup as it's boiling. So I'm just letting that boil, come to a good boil, and then I'm gonna end up putting my meat up in there. I'm gonna end up putting this sauce up in there. And that's pretty much, you know, it. Like I said, my soup is nothing special. I don't do anything different to it or anything like that. It's just the way that my family likes to eat it. They like it with the ground beef. They like it, you know, with, you know, the vegetables. And I'm gonna end up later on after I finish with my soup, I'm gonna make some cornbread muffins and eat it. They like their soup with cornbread muffins. They don't like it with crackers. So I'm gonna end up doing that. But let me tell you guys about these cornbread mix that I found during the holidays. Cause I was gonna make some homemade cornbread during Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that. And I was happened to be in Walmart over there to get my meal to make my cornbread. And I seen this mix right here. Let me show you guys. Let me bring this up a little bit higher. Y'all see this right here? This is some great cornbread mix. Y'all hear me? I was like, let me try this and see, because I normally like to make the homemade cornbread, but I was like, let me just try this right here and see how it come out. This is the best. It's even better than Jiffy. I mean, seriously, it's better than Jiffy. And I love Jiffy, but I kind of got away from Jiffy and started back doing the old way of making the bread, you know, from scratch. But I tried this during Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it makes the best cornbread. The muffins was so good. And they also have it with the honey already in it, but I just get the original here. I didn't get the one with the honey. Try this next time you go to Walmart. Walmart has it. It's only like $1, I think 39 for this right here. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the cornbread. I'm gonna have muffins to go with that. My soup has been boiling, like I said, about 20-25 minutes now, and I'm gonna end up putting this in there. And I should have already been open that. Don't know why. I'm gonna try to open it with the hand opener to keep from making up so much noise. So I'm just gonna open it with the hand can opener and just put it in there, you know, to make it a little thicker and give it a little bit more of that tomato base flavor. So I'm gonna put this sauce up in here and let that go. Rinse out my sink while I bring my meat. So I'm going to put my sauce in. 1 can of sauce. You know, I'm not making a big pot. I mean, it's in a big pot, but it's not a whole lot in there. It's like I said, these little packs are not that big, so I only did 2 of them because it's basically just gonna be me and Dad eating this soup for a few days. So I got my tomato sauce off in there, and I'm gonna let that boil and cook. And then I'm gonna add my ground beef off in there. Let that cook a little bit longer. Okay. And that's it. You know, like I said, it's nothing special. It's a good time of year for soup. I do love making soup. My favorite soup is potato soup. And I think I brought you guys some potato soup last year. And that's one of my favorite soups that I like to make because it's real easy, real simple. And that may be something that I throw together, you know, before it gets warm again. I may get a chance to throw some soup off, some potato soup off in there for you guys. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this can of paste off in there too. That's gonna just help thicken it up, give it that thickness. And this is, like I said, this ain't no name brand. This is Kroger brand. And you know, nothing special or anything like that. But I'm gonna put this up in here, help thicken that on up, that tomato paste off in there, get that going. Go. But yeah, I don't know if you guys got any snow last week, but that snow, man, I was like, that's it, I ain't going nowhere. I am not going out in the snow. And it wasn't that bad. You know, there was areas that had more than we got. So it wasn't that bad, but you know, I just came through. I just came out of a car accident less than a month, about 2 months ago. And I am not trying to get out there in no snow and no slush and all that and drive. I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm trying to just stay in the house. I ain't trying to go through that process of going through another car accident or anything like that. Nah, I just stayed in the house. And then it's cold, and I just stayed wrapped up in my jammies and my blanket and just chilled out the whole time that we had all the snow and everything. But that's pretty much what I got going on today. Like I said, nothing special. I'm gonna put that ground beef off in those vegetables, let them vegetables cook about, probably about 10-15 more minutes. And then I'm gonna put that ground beef off in there. And then once that cook, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my cornbread together, make some muffins, and I'm gonna call it a day. That's it. That's all I got going on. Very simple. And I don't know if you guys saw this up close, but let me bring it up here. Very simple. This here has all the vegetables that you need. You guys see that? This is from Kroger. Like I said, it only costs $1 a pack, and this pack is not a big pack. This is like a 12-ounce pack. So I had got 2 of these for me and Dad. 2 of these to put off. And it just got the, you know, the vegetables that you use to make a soup. It's got your carrots, your peas, your okra. It's got some corn. It's got some potatoes in it. But I did add additional potatoes. I only did like 2 additional potatoes, and I just diced them up, threw them up in there with that. I mean, if you want to buy your vegetables individually and, you know, cut them up and put them in there, that's cool too, but I'd be looking for the quick way out. Whatever's quick. I'm trying to do it. I ain't trying to be up in here, because you guys see I'm already sweating. You know, when I got back from going out, I did not take off because I'm layered up. I got on several layers of clothes. So I was like, well, let me just get on in this kitchen and knock this out and be done. So when I sit down and get comfortable, I'm done. But yeah, I mean, if you want to, you know, buy your vegetables individually, or buy your packs of, you know, some of your vegetables and cut up some and put in there. I mean, you can also put celery. I have celery, but I didn't feel like chopping it. You can put celery off in here, in your soup, you know, whatever makes you happy. And like I said, normally when I do the soup, I normally use chicken broth and let that vegetables like simmer in that chicken broth, and it gives it a really good taste. It really, really peps it up, step it up just a little bit. But even though I ran out, I had to go out, I had an appointment, I had to pick up a prescription. I didn't go by the store to pick up any chicken broth, because you know, I just was not into getting in and out the car, and I don't like putting on coats, and even though I got on several layers, it's cold enough that I needed a coat, and it was just too much. It's just too much. In the wintertime, it's too much that you have to do. You know, just to go out, you have to layer up, you have to put on a coat, you have to get in and out the car. And I don't like driving with the coat because it's too restraining, and so I didn't do all that. But luckily, you know, I had everything that I needed to basically make this soup, and it'll take us a few days. And if you make a big pot and you got leftovers, just freeze it. You know, you can freeze it and then just pull it out from that point and, you know, warm it up or whatever. But this is the time of year that I like doing soup, because soup is usually pretty quick. It doesn't take that long, and it's good. It's healthy. It's really pretty overall, other than the ground beef being in there, it's pretty healthy. I mean, of course, like I said, I'm gonna put the ground beef in there, but other than that, and I'm just gonna go ahead on and put this ground beef in here because it ain't gonna hurt nothing. I'll go ahead on and shake that ground beef on off in there. And let that all just go and start cooking together and getting that seasoning and all that. And yeah, it smells really good. It smells really good. I hate we don't have smell-o-vision where you can smell it, but the soup is smelling pretty good. And I'll let that cook. By the time Dad get off from work and get home, he can sit back because it's cold and he's out in that weather all day. He can just sit back and enjoy it. And he loves some soup. And like I said, overall, it's pretty healthy. You know, I'm trying. I am a work in process when it comes to this healthy thing. I am trying so hard to eat healthy and, you know, cut out as much, you know, like red meats and meats like that. I'm still trying to cut out all that stuff and eat healthy. Now, I do still eat quite a bit of fish, because I love fish, so I still eat quite a bit of fish. But overall, I think this is gonna be a perfect little meal for me and Dad today. So I'm gonna finish up here what I'm doing. You guys know what soup look like, okay? And I'm gonna get ready and get on up out of here. But before I go, guys, make sure you're wearing your mask, make sure you're still social distance, and you're doing all those healthy things that you need to do to stay healthy. And if you're out and about, as you go about your day, make sure you're being kind to everybody you come in contact with, okay? Hey, don't forget to go back and right on down there at the bottom of your screen, right down there. Don't forget to go back and give me that thumbs up button, share my video with all your family and friends, and become one of our followers if you have not already subscribed to Kitchen Talk with Granna. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, I'm gonna catch you next time around. I'm about to enjoy this vegetable soup.